Last night, guys, sit in my house, man. Moved to tears watching the Olympics. Every 2 years is one of my favorite moments. Where you get to see all of these combatants, all these free spirits, all these people that are just champions of internal belief that they can do something. So much so that they sacrifice everything that we hold so dear, friends and social lives and, you know, partying and everything. They give all that up for the possibility in 4 years, if I kill myself every fucking day for 10 hours, I might have the chance to be on the podium. And the ones that are on the podium, there's thousands that have given just as much work, but they aren't. An injury the week before, or a tenth of a second too short, you know, they aren't there. But the ones that are there, it moves me to tears, man. I'm sitting in my house by myself last night watching figure skating. This Russian couple, they've only been together for 4 years. You know, they're both champions in their own right prior, but then they got paired together. And they're going after an endeavor that the Russian national team used to own for decades after decades after decades. The last Winter Olympics, Vancouver, they weren't even on the podium, Russians were. Now it's on their home ice. And Sochi, all the pressure, their fucking entire nation's on them. As if the Olympics aren't pressure enough. All these years of excellence now that went spoiled is now on their shoulders too. They pair up. They give it their all. 4 years in the making. For one long form and one short form on the ice. They let it all ride. And I'm watching it, man. And I'm just fucking bawling. Because that's the best the world can ever be. Where the entire country, the entire world holds their breath and witnesses, takes all of the moment of an individual. But one person's work rises to a supremacy status where everyone else stops what they're doing to take note of it. Win or lose, they're involved, they're moved by it. They end up winning the gold, and in huge fashion. What else they won wasn't just that. The whole country, they lifted them up to new levels. They lifted me up in LA, crying my eyes out, man. It's like, oh my God. I was just so moved, I couldn't sleep all night long. Here at the gym, get a workout in right now. I can't wait to get this on. I thank them so much. Great visual nutrition to take in and absorb when the tough times and adversity strikes you. To continue that process, that it is possible to rise to the levels that calm nations. The adversity that you fight, the adversity they fought, so much. It usually breaks men, that kind of adversity. But then again, for other men, that kind of adversity breaks records because it pushes them to another level. How can one person shoulder so much responsibility? How can one person go to war every single day with no guarantee it's going to go their way? How does one go 1 foot after another for 8 hours, 10 hours a day, sacrificing everything for the belief of something? Because they believe it. And it doesn't matter if they win or lose. It's just the fact that they're committed to try, and to continue to try and continue to try, never failing to try. That's the difference, man. And those are the people that are talking about, you know, doing great things. Imagine when you were a kid, guys. When you were a kid, you had that supremacy mindset too. Close your eyes. Go back to when you were a kid. Or close your eyes right now. Are you the kid hero right now? The kid inside of you, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever age you are, when you were a kid, big dreams, big aspirations, anything's possible, every window's wide open to you. Have you let that shut? Or do you still believe it? If you now as an adult turn back to the kid at 8 years old, the same person, is that kid proud of you? Is that kid saying, that's who I want to be? If not, open your eyes and fix the motherfucker. Last night, I was witness to just how powerful an individual's drive and belief can be. Supremacy, the dictionary says, a superior state overriding current authority, power, or status in the walk of life you're in. That's a third-party subjective nature, third-party agreement that this person is superior to others. In order for that third party to say an individual is superior, the individual must believe in the first person narrative that they are superior before anyone else buys the fact that they are superior. A belief must be so strong for a third party to buy that bitch. The superior mindset, the supremacy that they established, the gold medal that's on their neck is not made of some alloy. It's made of guts, sweat, and dedication. You know, most trophies in life, guys, they sit there, and what happens is that they tarnish. They collect dust. It's not the trophy that matters. It's the individual character and the will and the belief, the memory of when we did it right, that shines forever. Superiority. Supremacy. You guys have heard of this, the second wind mentality of life. You got the second wind. Well, the problem is, most people, when they go on a run, they never exhaust their first wind. They never go to the extreme, to the level of fatigue, where the first wind expires, where they realize there's even a second wind to begin with. They sit there and make excuses here and excuses there. There is no excuse for not being the hardest worker. Yeah, someone might be bigger, stronger, faster, quicker, younger, whatever else, but there is no excuse to not be the hardest fucking worker there. And when you believe that you have the ability to do something, that the life that you're living right now is going down this direction, you fucking hate where it is, there is nothing else to do but to change direction. A belief that I cannot go that way anymore, I gotta go this way. And what do you have to lose? You know the outcome if you continue the same shit. Why not just commit one time in your life to something? See what happens. There are no losers in the world of passion and commitment to something. No one loses there. The losers are the people that sit at the starting line and never initiate. And while you're doing this workout, and you start to hit that adversity, realize people with far less ability than you have felt the same exact pain and continued on. And those people are the role models that we all aspire to be. They were never given that status. They earned that status. They believed it so much. And they have far less potential than you. You look at any athlete out there, guys, any one of your heroes, I guarantee you, if you listen to any of their interviews, you'll hear them say, practice makes perfect, that kind of mentality, that they failed in order to succeed. Every single one of them says, even people like Hank Aaron says, like, you know, in the worst parts of my life, in the batting slumps and stuff in baseball, or in my social life, or my outside the field, or on the field, whenever I was in trouble, all I did was just keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging. My dad always said, just keep throwing shit against the wall, something eventually sticks. It's the belief that supremacy exists. There's so many examples in the Olympics, and every day we see the common man with the odds against them overcoming what people thought could never happen. And probably he didn't even think it. But there he stands victorious and a role model to all of us. Like, oh my God, we want to be him. But before he was him, he was us. What got him there was an undying belief. And every drop of sweat that came out, and every pain and ache and everything else, was just a telltale sign that he's getting closer and closer to that dream that we were when we were kids of being a reality. Why not believe in it? What's the other option? There is no other option. It's a life forgotten, man. In the acting world, if I go to the audition, I have a fucking chance of getting a part. If I don't go to the audition, I'm out of the game. I know the outcome, nothing. Show up. Even if you get knocked on your ass, show up. At least you have a possibility, you have a chance. You have a voice of doing something with your fucking life. Believe that supremacy exists. Believe it within you. Because every motherfucker that had ever achieved it had to believe it when everyone else said it wasn't possible. They said it fucking was. And there they stand. Boom, did it, bitch. Your turn. Today we're going to start it, man. And every day forward we're going to start it. And continue it. Every day we're going to pay our day's dues in the gym. Today we're going to do a shoulder one. Supremacy style. Shoulder supremacy is what this is. It's 7 exercises, superset it. It's a mass build, guys. I'll get into each one as we go into this. All you have to do is apply the hard work. I'll supply the direction. And at the end of this, your body will be exhausted. Your shoulder will be fucking on fire. You can't even pick your shoulder up. But your eyes will be so alive and so full, seeing and everything. It won't be a tunnel vision anymore. You'll see the peripheral. You'll see everything as a possibility, like when you were a kid. You're not going to close any more windows. This day it changes. Every day forward is a better day. No longer are we going to accept rhymes and society's rhyme to reason that we are average. Average is a weak mentality. We must believe it so much so that we're arrogant about it. We must be pissed off for excellence. Because last night I was moved to tears. That can happen. And it doesn't happen until you show up. And when you show up, you give it all you have. And if you fall and stumble, you fall forward. You don't fall backwards. Let's get this fucker on. First exercise.